Hola! Hello, welcome to our Spanish lesson today. You're going to need some equipment to help you with your learning. You'll need some paper to write on and a pen or a pencil to write with. If you don't have those things in front of you now, pause the video, go and get them, and then press play again when you're ready to start. Today, then, we're going to be practicing saying what the weather is like in different parts of the country using the points of the compass, and we're going to start to say what the weather is like in Spain. So here are our 10 different weather phrases in their upside down pyramid as before. Let's have a practice first of all of saying these. Escuchad y repetid. Hace calor, hace calor, hace frío, hace frío, hace viento, hace viento, hace sol, hace sol, llueve, llueve, nieva, nieva, hiela, hiela, hay niebla, hay niebla. Hay tormenta. Hay tormenta. Está nublado. Está nublado. Let's practice them once more. Escuchad y repetid. Hace calor. Hace frío. Hace viento. Hace sol. Llueve. Nieva. Hiela. Hay niebla. Hay tormenta. Está nublado. Now, I'm going to say one of the phrases in English, and I would like you to say the correct one, please, in Spanish. So, first of all, how do we say it's cloudy? It's cloudy. Está nublado. How do we say it's sunny? It's sunny. Hace sol. And next, it's raining. It's raining. Llueve. How do we say it's stormy? It's stormy. Hay tormenta. How do we say it's hot? It's hot. Hace calor. And what about it's snowing? It's snowing. Nieva. It's windy. It's windy. Hace viento. And what about it's foggy? It's foggy. Hay niebla. How do you say it's cold? Hace frío. And finally, how do you say it's frosty? Hiela. That's right. Now, I've taken the words away this time. I'm going to say the Spanish weather phrase, and I'd like you to point to the correct picture, please. So for the first one, let's go for hace sol. Hace sol. Are you pointing to number 4? The next one, nieva. Nieva. That's number 6. The next one, está nublado. Está nublado. Are you pointing to number 10? Next, let's have hay niebla. Hay niebla. That's right, number 8. And next we'll have hace frío. Hace frío. That's number 2. And the next one we'll go for hiela. 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 Are you pointing to number 7? Next, hace calor. Hace calor. Are you pointing to number 1? And what about llueve? Llueve. That's right, that's number 5. And hay tormenta. Hay tormenta. Are you pointing to number 9? And the last one, hace viento. Hace viento. And that's number 3. Now, remember our song that we learned last time, which has all the weather phrases in? Are you ready to sing it through? Here we go. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Hace calor. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Hace frío. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Hace viento. ¿Qué tiempo hace? ¿Qué tiempo hace? Llueve, nieva. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Hay niebla. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Hay tormenta. ¿Qué tiempo hace? ¿Qué tiempo hace? Hace sol. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Está nublado. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Hiela, hiela. ¿Qué tiempo hace? How did you get on? Remember, you can always rewind the video and practice it again if you want to. So, do you remember last week we were practicing the points of the compass and using those to help us to say what the weather was like and where it was like that? Let's have a practice of our 4 points of the compass. Escuchad y repetid. En el norte, en el norte, en el sur, en el sur, en el oeste, en el oeste, en el este, en el este, en el norte, en el sur, en el oeste, en el este, en el norte, en el sur, en el oeste, en el este. And remember, we add those 2 little words, en, el, on the front for in the. So here we have a weather for each of our compass points. ¿Dónde hiela? ¿Dónde hiela? En el oeste, en el este. ¿Dónde hiela? En el norte. ¿Dónde hace viento? ¿Dónde hace viento? En el sur. ¿Dónde llueve? ¿Dónde llueve? En el este. ¿Dónde hace calor? ¿Dónde hace calor? En el oeste. ¿Y dónde hace sol? ¿Dónde hace sol? ¿Dónde hace sol? En el este. ¿Dónde hay niebla? ¿Dónde hay niebla? En el sur. ¿Dónde está nublado? ¿Dónde está nublado? En el norte. ¿Y dónde nieva? En el oeste. Now, as well as north, south, east, and west, we do, of course, have the compass points that are in between, don't we? So we have northeast, southeast, northwest, and southwest. And they're made really in a very similar way to English. You always have to take the north and the south first. They always have to go first, and the east and the west comes second. So with the southeast and southwest, that's very straightforward. So for southeast, we take sur for south, and we take este for east. We put them together and we get sur-este. Then for southwest, we take sur for south and we put it with oeste for west and we get sur-oeste. So we have sureste, suroeste. With northeast and northwest, though, it's a little more complicated because we take the word for north, norte, but we have to take the te off the end, and that leaves us with just nor. If we want to say northeast, noreste makes noreste. For northwest, noroeste makes northwest, noroeste. So when you're doing the north ones, you have to take the te off norte, noreste, noroeste. Let's have a practice of those. Escuchad y repetid. En el noreste. En el sureste. En el noreste. En el sureste. En el noroeste. En el noroeste. En el suroeste. En el suroeste. So let's put some weather with those 8 compass points. So I will say the weather, see if you can tell me where it's like that. ¿Dónde hace calor? ¿Dónde hace calor? En el norte, en el norte. ¿Y dónde está nublado? ¿Dónde está nublado? En el oeste. ¿Dónde hace frío? ¿Dónde hace frío? En el noreste. ¿Dónde hace sol? ¿Dónde hace sol? En el sur. ¿Dónde hay niebla? ¿Dónde hay niebla? En el noroeste. ¿Y dónde hace viento? ¿Dónde hace viento? En el este. ¿Dónde hay tormenta? ¿Dónde hay tormenta? En el sureste. ¿Y dónde hiela? ¿Dónde hiela? En el suroeste. So let's have a practice, shall we, of some of those sentences. You're going to see, we're going to practice each one a few times, but the words are going to gradually disappear. But we're still going to be saying the same sentence. See if you can see those words in your mind's eye. Escuchad y repetid. Hiela en el este. 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 Hace calor en el sur. 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 Hay niebla en el noroeste. 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 How did you do? Could you still see the words even though they weren't there? So here we have a sentence builder with that same language on. First of all, over on the left-hand side there, you've got the 10 weather phrases. Then we have NL in the. And finally, on the right-hand side, just here, we've got our 8 compass points. Can you see that at the bottom there's an extra one? It says centro, center. Now, underneath the sentence builder, we've got 4 sentences in English. And what I'd like you to do is to use the sentence builder to write those sentences in Spanish. So pause the video, have a go at those 4 sentences, and then press play when you're ready to check them. Let's see what those sentences will look like then. So it's cold in the northeast. Hace frío en el noreste. Make sure you have that accent on frío. Number 2, it's raining in the south. Llueve en el sur. Number 3, it's stormy in the east. Hay tormenta en el este. And number 4, it's snowing in the southwest. Nieva en el suroeste. How did you get on? Did you get those right? Fantastic. Now here's a similar sentence builder. It's got the weather phrases over on the left-hand side there, but in the middle it doesn't say NL in the, it just says N for in. And on the right-hand side here, we've got a list of places in Spain. So if we wanted to say, for example, it's hot in A Coruña, we'd say hace calor en A Coruña, because we can use the name of cities and towns, can't we, to say where the weather is like it is, as well as the compass points. And here's a poem that's going to help us to practice just that. It's all about the weather and where the weather is like it is. First of all, just follow the words as I say them. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Un poema. En Manacor hace calor. En Amieva nieva. En Cheste, en el este, hace sol y hiela. Hace frío en Amurrio. Llueve en Albacete. Hay tormenta en Pontevedra. En Soria hay niebla. I'll just read it again. Follow the words. ¿Qué tiempo hace? Un poema. En Manacor hace calor. En Amieva nieva. En Cheste, en el este, hace sol y hiela. Hace frío en Amurrio. Llueve en Albacete. Hay tormenta en Pontevedra. En Soria hay niebla. Did you see some weather phrases there? And did you also spot that sometimes you put the place name first, sometimes you put the weather phrase first, you end up with exactly the same meaning. So the top line says, En Manacor hace calor. What weather is mentioned there? That's right, it's hot. And the second line says, En Amieva nieva. So what's the weather like in Amieva? That's right, it's snowing. En Cheste, en el este. So where is Cheste? That's right, it's in the east. Hace sol y hiela. So what's the weather like in Cheste? It's got two, hasn't it? That's right, it's sunny and frosty or freezing, because of course it can be both. Then in the second verse, it starts off with Hace frío en Amurrio. So what's it like in Amurrio? That's it, it's cold. And then the next line says Llueve en Albacete. What's it like in Albacete? That's right, it's raining. Then hay tormenta en Pontevedra. What's it like in Pontevedra? It's stormy. And finally, en Soria hay niebla. In Soria, it is foggy. Now, we're going to learn how to say this poem, which means, of course, that there are a few sounds that we just need to watch out for. And actually, it's the same sound repeated lots of times, isn't it? In the top line there, we have a silent H on ace. And of course, in ace, the C and the E makes a th sound, doesn't it? Then in the second line, remember that a V makes a B sound, and amieba, nieba. And on the fourth line, we've got two silent H's on ace and yela. And again, we've got the C and the E making the th sound, ace, sol, y, yela. And they turn up again on the first line of the second verse, hace frío en Amurrio. Then on the following line, remember words that start with a double L have a y sound. And again, there's the V making the B sound. Llueve, llueve. And Albacete again has the C and the E that make the th sound. Then the next line, hay tormenta, there's another silent H. En Pontevedra, and there's another V that makes a B sound. And finally, on the bottom line, en Soria hay with a silent H, niebla. So can you see that apart from one double L, it's the same three sounds being repeated lots of times that we have to just be a bit careful with. Let's have a practice of saying this poem. Escuchad y repetid. En Manacor hace calor. En Amieva nieva. En Cheste, en el este, hace sol y hiela. Hace frío en Amurrio. Llueve en Albacete. Hay tormenta en Pontevedra. En Soria hay niebla. Shall we try and say it all the way through? Are you ready to speak with me? Here we go. En Manacor hace calor. En Amieva nieva. En Cheste, en el este, hace sol y hiela. Hace frío en Amurrio. Llueve en Albacete. Hay tormenta en Pontevedra. En Soria hay niebla. How did you get on? Let's do it one more time. En Manacor hace calor. En Amieva nieva. En Cheste, en el este, hace sol y hiela. Hace frío en Amurrio. Llueve en Albacete. Hay tormenta en Pontevedra. En Soria hay niebla. Well done. If you want some more practice of saying that, you can always rewind the video and have another go. So here is that sentence builder again for saying what the weather is like in certain places. And what I would like you to do is to pause the video and write me 4 sentences to say what the weather is like in 4 different places. And you can always, if you want to, use the I for and put 2 different weathers with one place. For example, hace calor y hay tormenta en A Coruña. So pause the video, write 4 sentences, and then press play when you're ready to check. So here's 4 sentences that I wrote using that sentence builder. I've got hace viento en Huelva, then está nublado y hace frío en Zamora. So 2 weathers in that place. Then the third one, nieva en La Rioja. I did once get stranded by snow in La Rioja. And number 4, hace sol y hace calor en Barcelona. How did you get on with your sentences? Did you use E for and? Well done. Oh, well done, good work today. We've been working on our 10 weather phrases, our points of the compass, and using some town and city names as well. Adios! See you next time.